morning and welcome to another beautiful journey in the world of sport. We'll be looking at the camp of the Super Eagles as they picked up a 4-0 victory against the Benin Republic yesterday at the Nest of Champions Uyo. And also we'll be looking at the journey through this phase because it's not over yet. The journey just started. Also, according to reports, we heard that calculator is now done. I mean, how do I put it? We don't have enough calculator again in Nigeria. But there you have it. We picked up the victory yesterday against Benin Republic, the much needed victory, 4-0. Victor Osimhen getting an hat-trick, and also Frank Onyeka sealing that one for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. We're looking at the phase where they will get to right there, the African Continent Playoff and also the Intercontinental Playoff. Also, we'll be talking about the FIFA Under-20 World Cup. Cristiano Ronaldo is in the news this wonderful morning. All this and more on the show. I am Paul Abe Toluwanimi, and I have Fola Yegbe, the woman that talks sport on the show, expert analyst, joining us this wonderful morning. Fola, good morning to you.
Good morning to you. See, I told you yesterday. I told you. Being a patriotic Nigerian is not built. I mean, come on, come on, my boys. They won't disappoint.
Honestly, it's only Fola that actually showed support for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. I wish Samson Balogun is here this morning. I'm sure we would have so much to say on the show, but
I wish he was here.
He had an official assignment to attend to. But we have City Boy joining us this morning. On Zoom, he will be with us on the show. City Boy, good morning to you. I don't know, City Boy. Yeah, good morning to you, City Boy. Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, good morning to you. Good morning. I can hear you properly. Good morning. How are you?
Yeah, I'm very fine, and of course, just like every other.
Jersey you're putting on. Let me confirm.
Yeah. I needed to show it. I needed to show how proud I am that I'm a Nigerian, and how proud I am about the impressive performance displayed by the Super Eagles of Nigeria yesterday at the Nest of Champions. It was a convincing victory. It was what we needed that we got. Though I'm a bit disappointed that we could not qualify automatically from the group. Because I believe we had, one of the easiest groups we could have, talking about the World Cup qualifier. But I mean, it's what it is. The hope is still very much alive, and maybe we want to do it in a difficult way. And of course, the goal is to qualify for the World Cup. And since we still have opportunity of qualifying via playoff, we are still happy that at least we are still in the picture.
All right. Let's have. Let's look at what Nigeria did yesterday. 4-0 that you have it on the screen. Nigeria won that one against the Benin Republic. 4 goals. Yes, it's a new fantastic victory. Victor Osimhen getting on the score sheet and a beautiful hat-trick, and also Frank Onyeka. Now, we'll be looking at where we are at this point in time. The African World Cup playoff semi-final pairs. Nigeria is going to play against Gabon, and we have Cameroon against Congo DR. Now, this is going to be a single-leg semi-final game. The semi-final winners will play in a single-leg final. Now, all hosted in Morocco from the 13th to the 16th of November 2025. Now, the winner of the playoff tournament will advance to the Intercontinental Playoff scheduled for March 2026. Where we will compete against teams like Asia, South America, Oceania, and CONCACAF for a chance to claim the African 10th and final slot at the 2026 FIFA World Cup. It's good luck to the Super Eagles of Nigeria, and we hope for the very best. Now, before we have the chart of where we are at this point in time, we're going to look at the team we're going to face in the African stage. It's going to be Gabon. But let's listen to Coach Eric Sikushels speaking to us after the game, and also we're going to enjoy the highlights. And we're back to take more analysis from Fola Yegbe and also the City Boy himself, Samuel Akintunde. Let's go.
I'm so proud of my players. They deserve this game because it was not easy. There's a new coach, there's a new philosophy. So they are really faster. So now we go to Morocco. This is not finished. This is the beginning. It will be very, very, very difficult. So tonight I just happy for my player. They played a great game 2 hours ago. They played a great game 3 days ago. Like I said before, the last podcast.
have it. The Super Eagles of Nigeria picking up the victory against Benin Republic. And also, you listen to the coach of the Super Eagles, Eric Shields, speaking after the victory yesterday. And let me start off with Fola. I'm sure I still have City Boy with me. Fola, yesterday was a much needed win. But my question now is, do we have to get to this point to start to churn out a result like this? Now, you look at the journey. If not for the fact that Eritrea was, not in this World Cup qualification, we won't stand a chance like this. Now, also, if not for South Africa also having that ineligible player playing in that game and getting the suspension and point deduction, we won't get to this point. Now, if South Africa did not get, so there's so many if on the journey for the Super Eagles. So why didn't we just do the job right and get the job done and dusted without getting to this phase? Talk to me for now.
First of all, this team, this group that we're in, we were saying it that this is one of the easiest teams Nigeria could have been in, because Benin, Lesotho, Zimbabwe, Rwanda. I mean, those teams were. I'm sorry to say to those countries, but coming to when it comes to football, Nigeria, they don't exactly. So it just shows how unintentional our boys were, and it got to a point where they had to see if I don't do this, we have to get this. We have to get this now. They now started bringing in their A game. I mean, that was sad. It's sad that we had to get to this stage. But I'm happy that at least we still stand a chance. We still stand a chance. It's a sad thing, but we still have to be happy. We still have to be the patriotic Nigerians.
Samuel, I don't know if you can hear me. Just asking for, I'm going to ask you the same question also. Why is it that we had to get to this stage, before we start to churn out a result like this and putting us in this position?
Yeah, it is very sad, just like you said, and just like every other Nigerian also, say that very disappointed that we got one of the easiest groups we could have, and then we still.
All right, as we're trying to get, Samuel back or, online. I don't know. Are you back, Samuel? Samuel there?
Yeah.
All right.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah. I'm saying it that, it was very, very disappointing, and everyone is disappointed that we could not qualify automatically from that group. One of the easiest groups we could add, and we still bottled it, because I remember when the draw came out that, we were drawn in Group C alongside South Africa, Zimbabwe, Lesotho, Rwanda, and Benin Republic. We were clear favorites to qualify automatically. But then we bottled it. So it is very, very sad, but we just have to take it as a reality now, and then focus on how we can get the job done, even if it's going to be very, very difficult and very long journey now. That's the situation we found ourselves. We cannot continue to dwell on that and criticize, because if we start criticizing now, the deed has been done, there's nothing we can do. We just have to focus on, okay, we have a chance, we still stand a chance. What are the chances? How can we approach, the playoff tournament that will be hosted in Morocco, talking about the African playoff? If we can win that, then we progress to the intercontinental playoff. The route is very, very, long. The journey is long, but it is where we found ourselves. Very, very. I think for me, I would say that the draw against Zimbabwe actually cost us the automatic qualification, because you remember that game that we were leading 1-goal to up until like minutes that the captain of the side.
I agree.
Yeah, that we considered late in that game. I think that game still on us, and it cost us the automatic qualification. I also remember.
But hold on, Samuel. I think it still did us a favor, because remember the point deduction from FIFA and CAF, deducting points. Because of that draw, we just deducted 2 points. I think we still had a lead. I agree with you that if we had gotten that victory, we will not be in this position. Yeah.
If we had got victory in those games, we will have topped the group. Yeah, so, and then there will be no point for deducting our points, because we will not be in this You remember that the production affected the second place teams across all group because the Eritrea withdrawal from the qualifier. So if we had won that game and maybe we also won against Lesotho, we would have actually topped the group. So that's what I'm saying. But I don't want us to actually dwell much on that because, like I said, I've been done. Let's just, still praise the boys for turning up yesterday. I can't remember the last time Nigeria scored 4 unreplied goals in a game. I mean, scoring 4 goals and conceding none. That was very, very, unbelievable of Nigeria. And it's a testament to the fact that when these guys are ready to play, when they are willing to fight for the match, you can expect anything, any excellent performance from them. That was a very, very convincing performance yesterday. Victor Osimhen being the Victor Osimhen that we know. I'm not really surprised about Victor Osimhen because I know what you can do. I know his ability and his potential capable of doing. So it was.
Ask you, Samuel. I want to ask you now. Speaking about Victor Osimhen, for a while in the World Cup qualifiers, we did not have Victor Osimhen, play for the World Cup due to injury and all. Are we saying that without Victor Osimhen, we can't churn out results, and get the deed done?
It is very, very clear. It is obvious that when Victor Osimhen is not playing, we tend to struggle to find the back of the net. He has scored, I think he scored maybe 6 or 7 goals in these qualifiers. Before yesterday's game, he has scored like 4 or 3 goals, and he scored 3 goals yesterday. So how many goals he has scored for us? And all the games that we won in this qualifier, he played in those games. If he's not playing, winning. So that means that he's a very vital figure in the camp. I mean, in the squad. So he's someone that is very, very, very important for us. When he's not playing, we don't have that confidence, especially in the final third. We struggle to find goals. But once Victor Osimhen is on the pitch, it is very difficult for opponents to feel safe. You know that he's a very, very, deadly, dangerous attacker. Look at the goals, the quality of goals he scored yesterday. That was a proper, striker's goal. I mean, getting 2 headers and scoring. It was a very, very good performance. And also, we need to appreciate and commend the coach of the side. Talking about Coach Eric.
I was talking about it. It's 4 wins. It's 4 wins and 2 draws. For Eric.
Honestly, yeah, he took the job that virtually no one would have taken, because when he took that job, it was like a suicide mission. Because we just had 3 points out of 4 games when he took over as the coach of the side, and since then he has gotten us 14 points. 14 in 6 games. So that's impressive, and what he even did yesterday, I will tell you that tactically he won that game for us yesterday, because he made bold decisions and he took some risk with the selection, with his starting 11 yesterday, benching captain of the side William Troost-Ekong, who of course has been very sluggish in recent times. Also,
struggling for pace. I agree with that.
Starting Akko Adams, starting Zaidu Sanusi, he made some decisions that were very, very bold yesterday, and he actually paid off. And of course, we can also say that Ademola Lookman yellow card, and suspension maybe was a blessing in disguise, because if Ademola Lookman was available, he would have started that game. And there's been questions about Ademola Lookman playing alongside
lately this season.
Playing with Moses Simon in the same team has never worked, because these 2 guys, they like to play from the same flank. They like to play from the left flank. So there's no synergy when they play together. It's more or less like when you are playing the same two players that are playing the same position. So there's been level of no synergy, no balance in the team. But you could see Chukwueze coming from the right flank yesterday. He had one of the, I think I would say that he had his best 45 minutes.
I agree with that. He got 2 assists. Yeah.
Getting 2 assists in the first half. He was very, very excellent. Quite unfortunate that he picked up an injury and he could not finish that game. But I hope that injury is not his long-term injury. Even Moses Simon, there are some people criticized yesterday, also got 2 assists. So it was a very good game yesterday, and kudos to the manager of the side, for that decision, for starting players. Because for me, I've always criticized Eric Chelle for playing some players out of position. But yesterday, he stuck to the plan. He played them in their natural position. Chukwueze was on fire yesterday. Osimhen was the Osimhen that we know. Moses Simon, even Benjamin Frederick as well. We also need to appreciate that boy that played the right back. He has been very decent. He has not had a bad game. so far as a Super Eagles player. So I mean, it was very good. We just hope that they will replicate this kind of performance going forward, especially in the playoff tournament, because that is very, very important, and it's going to be very, very competitive. You look at Gabon, look at their group. They finished second in their group. They finished, I think, one Cote d'Ivoire. They have like 25 points. Even after withdrawing 6 points, they still have more points than Super Eagles of Nigeria. So it's going to be a very tough challenge for us against Gabon.
It's going to be a really tough one. I'm going to come back to the playoff at this point in time, because that's going to be our focus follow-up. But yesterday also I noticed Stanley Nwabali. I'm trying to understand what is wrong with that goalkeeper. I can understand that maybe because, you know, it does not have, you know, pressure of, you know, there's somebody coming ahead of me, and it walked into the team. He didn't struggle to get the shirt. It walked in easily. And you watched that game yesterday. I noticed it. I noticed you are creating some unnecessary things that you don't need. Now, you didn't need to put the ball down and play and allow the goal, the striker of the Benin Republic man to get the goal into the net. Trust me, I'm sure the referee just overlooked it, because at that point in time, the referee has not blown the whistle. So you drop the ball, you're trying to create unnecessary chaos. You saw the issue with Ndidi. They had an issue with Ndidi. He had an issue with Calvin Bassey. What exactly is wrong? Can we still stick with, you know, Stanley Nwabali?
You know, there's this saying of, okay, if you don't struggle to get something, you don't value it.
I agree.
That is his problem. He didn't struggle to get into the team. So he doesn't know what it means to actually, you know, work to keep that position.
Agree.
So, and maybe he doesn't have another competition. Let us say he has somebody that is struggling to get to that position. He would keep his acts right. You know, I think he needs somebody to just sit him down and say, guy, this the way you are behaving, somebody is going to come and take your place. They need to tell him. He did not struggle to get there, so he's going to do anyhow. He's just doing anyhow because he didn't struggle to get there.
I think I agree with Fola, but we just hope for the very best for Stanley Nwabali. Let's look at you know, what it's looking like for the Super Eagles of Nigeria at the head of playoff. These are the African teams that will qualify directly through their groups. Now let's have the chart of where the Super Eagles of Nigeria, you know, are at this point in time. We're going to play. There are 9 groups qualifying in each group. A winner qualifies automatically. The best runners-up, a second-place team across all groups, will enter a CAF playoff, where the Super Eagles of Nigeria are at this point in time. The CAF playoff format, 4 teams play in a mini knockout tournament, 2 semi-final single-leg matches at the neutral venue. That's why we're going to have it in Morocco. And also we're going to have the winner of the final advance into the Intercontinental Playoff. Like I said, the Intercontinental Playoff is the global playoff. This is the final globe stage where 6 teams from a different continent compete for the last 2 World Cup slots. Now we have team 1 involved, 1 team from CAF, 1 team from Asia, and 1 team from CONMEBOL, which is South America. Also, we have 1 team from the Oceania. We have another team, 2 teams from CONCACAF, North and Central America and the Caribbean. Because the 2026 World Cup, you're going to be asking, why do we have two teams from CONCACAF? That's because this World Cup is hosted by USA, Canada, and Mexico. Those 3 nations are qualified automatically, so CONCACAF can get 2 extra playoff slots. Now, this is where we are at this point in time. Fola, let's have the game against Gabon, the chat against Gabon before we get here, because I'm sure I know. Okay. Just let's have it here. Let's have it here. Now we have Gabon, we have DR Congo against Cameroon. Fola, can we defeat a side like Gabon?
You know, we said it, when our boys want to play, they perform and they give us results. So this, hopefully, I'm being a patriotic Nigerian now. You know, let's not be pessimistic. Let's just think of, okay, being a patriotic Nigerian. Nigeria against Gabon, I'm hoping for the best. I'm hoping for the best.
All right.
But what's it called? Can Nigeria defeat Gabon? You know, Gabon is not a walkover. They are not a walkover team. We should actually go with our A game when we want to play against them.
Okay.
They are not a walkover, so Nigeria should get their acts right when they are playing against Gabon.
Let me ask, Samuel, the multimedia sport journalist. Samuel, do you think we can scale through against Gabon, and do we stand a chance, at the playoffs in the intercontinental stage?
Yeah, of course. We can beat Gabon, but it is not just by being the favorite or having quality players in the squad. It is all about what you do on the pitch of play. It is all about who wants it more. So if we can play the same way we played yesterday, if we can continue to be impressive, to be dominant, we have quality. So it has never been about lack of talent. It has never been about potential. It has always been about team synergy. It has always been about team play. Because team play is different from individual brilliance, individual play. Like we said, if Ima is not playing well, we are struggling. We tend to be struggling in front of goal. Look at the moment Osimhen left the pitch yesterday, so many people were like, oh, are we going to get the fourth goal? So it was, it is very clear that if these guys want to play, if they want to bring a game, then we can be dominant. We know that we've got the quality, we got everything we need at our disposal. It's just for us to translate the quality into the result on the pitch. Gabon also, they are not pushover. We saw what they did in their group. We saw what they did until the very last day. They kept pushing. I think they missed out on the automatic qualification by just a point behind Cote d'Ivoire. So they are also, and they know that they have experience. Aubameyang is still there. He's one of the experienced on the continent. So they have so many quality players as well. So we cannot say they are pushover. It's going to be an end-to-end contest. Even if we beat Gabon, we still have another two of our strong opponents.
Is it that Cameroon or DR Congo?
Yeah.
DR Congo, rather, you have DR Congo and you have Cameroon. These sides are also very solid nations. Although we defeat them, we defeat Cameroon at the last AFCON, but this is a different ball game. Everyone wants to go to World Cup, and they also know that for them to qualify for the World Cup, this is another opportunity for them. So it's just for us to actually translate our quality into good performance, excellent performance on the pitch of play. We've gotten another opportunity. We've gotten another chance of getting qualification. I hope the guys are also very, very committed now, because after that game we saw the scene. They were very happy, they were pumped up, they were very, very excited that they at least and still get another chance to qualify. Most of them have not played on the global stage, have not played at the World Cup before. Osimhen is someone that wants to up. Ademola Lookman has not played at the World Cup. I think it's only Iwobi and maybe Ndidi and
I think he just chose Ekong in this team. Currently in this team,
Iwobi. Iwobi played in the 2018 World Cup. Ndidi also. So a reasonable amount of players in that squad has not played in the World Cup. So they are also very, very passionate, and they are also determined, because that's the highest achievement one as a player you can ever achieve as a player. So let's just be hopeful. Let's be hopeful that they are going to bring their A game when it is time for the playoff. For Sterling Nwabali yesterday, you were talking about. Sterling Nwabali, I think his confidence is now turning to arrogance and overcoming.
Very true.
That ball, that ball was. It was a goal. It was a clear goal. But it was just
a goal. I'm wondering why the referee did not give that goal. It's a clear goal because he has not blown the whistle.
Nice. The referee was just trying to be nice. If that should happen, English Premier League or La Liga or any European,
Manchester United, Tottenham, Louis Nani, the goalkeeper got the ball and Nani got the goal, and they gave it to him as a goal.
Honestly, his confidence is turning to arrogance now, and he needs to calm down. He's a very good goalkeeper. We know it is good for a goalkeeper to be confident. But the moment your confidence is now turning to arrogance and you are misbehaving, you are doing as if no one can speak to you, you are bigger than any other player. Look at the way
you saw the fight with Calvin Bassey.
So he needs to calm down. He needs to really calm down. And the fact that we do not even have a replacement yet, I hope that Maduka Okoye will be available for the playoff because he's still having a ban. I hope his ban is going to be over anytime soon. So that
he's back now. He's back.
So he needs a strong competitor. He needs a strong competitor that will actually push him, so that we see that being a Nigerian goalkeeper is not by right, it's by privilege.
Exactly.
Wearing that
I agree. Yes. Exactly. Come on. Samuel Akindele and Fola are not having it easy.
He's misbehaving. Somebody needs to sit him down and say, guy, it's not a right.
Yeah, it's not a right.
You have to. People work for this thing. Yeah. People work for this position that you are in. okay, because you didn't really work for it, okay, so, but you have to get your acts right. Guy.
I agree. Come on. I just hope that, you know, like Fola said, Stanley Nwabali should have people speaking to him at this point in time, you know, noticing these errors, you know, from the last game and also this game also. I think it needs to really, you know, speak to himself and, you know, reduce the confidence. Let's take a report coming through from the State House press release. President Tinubu urges Super Eagles to keep their hope alive. President Bola Ahmed congratulated the Super Eagles on their emphatic 4-0 victory over the Cheetahs of the Benin Republic. Commend the team for keeping the nation's hope alive as they pursue qualification for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. The president praises the Super Eagles for their hunger, passion and determination displayed on the field in Uyo, noting that superlative performance has reunited Nigerian football pride. While the job is yet to complete, I join millions of Nigerian football fans in wishing our team every success in the playoffs. The mood across the country reflects a shared belief that Nigerians deserve a place in the 2026 FIFA World Cup, which Canada, Mexico, and the United States will host. As your president, I assure you and the coaching crew of the federal government support as you strive to secure your place at the tournament. Nigerians everywhere believes in you, and I do too. We look forward to seeing you fly our flag proudly on the world stage. Bayo Ononuga, the special advisor to the president on information and strategy, speaking, for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. There you have it. I'm one to always. I've been watching the Super Eagles and also Nigerian football. You know, from way back. I'm talking from the under 17. You know, I've been following the likes of Stanley Okoro, Christos Uche, you know, Victor Osimhen, Samuel Chukwueze, and I understand what Nigerian football does. You know, to the world generally. It brings unity. Trust me. You know, I've seen couples what came together. There's a whole lot of unity and love within the system. True, the last time when we missed out of the World Cup, Nigeria felt it.
Yeah, we felt it.
Yeah, we were actually sad, but we hope that the boys, you know, can bring victory back home again and be on the global stage come next year. Let's look at more stories still making the round in the world of sport. Now, quick one before we talk the stories from ITTF, the World Cup qualification. Now, it's already shaping up at this point in time. We have Canada, we have Mexico, we have USA, we have Japan, we have Australia, we have Iran, we have Uzbekistan, we have Japan, we have North Korea, we have Azerbaijan, we have Australia, Brazil, Ecuador, we have Uruguay, Colombia, Paraguay, Morocco, Tunisia, Egypt, Algeria, Ghana, we have Cape Verde, South Africa, we have... Come on, it's shaping up already. We have England, we have Saudi Arabia, we have Cote d'Ivoire, and we have Senegal. It's shaping, and then you have Qatar also making the list. It's shaping up already. Cote d'Ivoire finally getting back. The last time South Africa was in the World Cup was the year they hosted the World Cup 16 years ago. We're talking 2010. Also, Cote d'Ivoire also getting back into the World Cup. And also Senegal finally picking up its slot also right there for the World Cup. Shaping up already. Let's take more updates from that end. Now, yesterday, Rashidi Yekini is still topping most Nigerian team goal of all time. Rashidi Yekini with 37 goals. There you have it, 62 games. Victor Osimhen, 29, 44. Ashego Degbami with 23, 47 game. Yakubu Ayegbene with 21, 58. Ikechukwu Uche, 1946 games. For you, for that, can Victor Osimhen still top Rashidi Yekini?
Definitely, definitely. It's at this stage already. And if we're even going to look at the statistics, 44 games, 29 goals. And you look at Yekini's own 62 games, 37 goals. Come on, look at that. The statistics is showing already.
That is in favor of
Osimhen. And Osimhen is still in quotes young. He still has so many games to play. So definitely.
He'll break the record.
In fact, he has already broken it. He has broken it.
All right. Let's discuss about the legend himself, still playing good football, Cristiano Ronaldo. Samuel Akintunde, I want to know your GOAT today. Is it Messi or Ronaldo?
Cristiano Ronaldo, all time.
A massive one. Dominic Szoboszlai did not give them the chance to qualify yesterday, but your GOAT, Cristiano Ronaldo, is now most all-time international top goal scorer with 143 goals. Someone talked to me about Cristiano Ronaldo yesterday. Fantastic player. This man is still showing passion for the game. What is he doing to keep him fit this much and getting the goals?
Discipline. Discipline. That's what is helping Cristiano Ronaldo. When you talk about Ronaldo, you talk about discipline, you talk about determination, you talk about perseverance, and you talk about belief. He's someone that he believes in himself. I think it was when he was still at Manchester United. He was very young. I remember that video. I watched that video. Maybe I think it was during the training one time like that, and they were talking about the best, the greatest player of all time. At that age, they asked him and he said he is the greatest of all time. You can imagine that level of confidence at that very tender age, and that's what is keeping him in the game. He's still very active, still scoring goals. Another record in the bag yesterday. I think he has now become the player with the highest goal in World Cup qualifier.
Yes,
that makes it 50.
all time. Yeah.
World Cup qualifiers. The brace he scored yesterday made it 50 goals in the World Cup qualifier score. So that's another record, another achievement for him. And of course, he's on the verge of reaching 1,000 goals. I mean, 1,000 career goals. I think he needs to score 52 goals now to reach that milestone. So that's all.
At what age? At what age? Now it's 40.
He keep defining the age. He's someone that he is very confident, very determined and disciplined. I think discipline is what is helping him because we've seen so many times that they will say Ronaldo does not drink this, Ronaldo does not do this. He will be the first to arrive in training, he will be the last to leave the training. This level of discipline is unprecedented, and it's something that is helping Cristiano Ronaldo. Talent alone is not enough. You have to be very disciplined. You have to also be good. You have to be of good character and to be very determined. So this is what is helping Cristiano Ronaldo. It's just a matter of time. He will reach that milestone. For them as well, it's just a matter of time they will qualify for the World Cup. They bottled it yesterday. They could have won that game 2-1, but they considered late in the game. And I think I would say their coach was actually the one was responsible for that draw yesterday, because he made some unnecessary substitution, unnecessary in-game decision yesterday. Taking off Cristiano Ronaldo in that game, he thought they had won it. Taking off Nuno Mendes as well, he thought they had won it. But Szoboszlai and Hungary guys, they showed that they were hungry, and of course they actually equal. But for Portugal, I think they still need to up their game, because we are keeping them as one of the favorites to lifting the World Cup trophy next year. Maybe if they can get their assignment, if they can get their house in order, that kind of performance they put out yesterday would not get them the World Cup trophy. Because if they could struggle against a team like Hungary, what would they do when they meet the competitive nation in the world? But at least the first step for them is to qualify for the World Cup, and then when they get to the tournament proper, we see how far they can go. For Cristiano Ronaldo, for me, is the greatest of all time. For me, arguably, a lot of people we have.
Come on. Where your goat Ronaldo was getting, all-time goals. We have one man also, Lionel Messi, also getting most assists in international football. Yesterday. So
Messi.
So it's two goats doing just. Let's leave the goat debate. Let's leave the goat debate.
You have to respect the intentionality and the discipline Ronaldo puts.
I agree. So are you saying Messi also is not giving so much to the game of football?
Messi is also giving it. Yeah, definitely. Like I said, talent alone is not enough. We cannot say it is only talent that is keeping these two guys around even till now. They are doing something that other players have not done or are not doing, which is discipline and determination. They know that they have to be disciplined for them to. They've been around for more than 15 years now. They're still killing the game. So it goes beyond only talent. So they are talented, and yet they are disciplined. discipline. So we just have to, keep enjoying them as much as we can, because very soon, sooner or later, they will retire. So let's just keep enjoying them. Let's keep enjoying the moment. They've been the brilliant players, standout players I've ever seen. So for Messi as well, we are still going to witness him in the World Cup. Definitely, he's going to participate with Argentina. They have qualified already. But for Cristiano Ronaldo and Portugal, it's just a matter of time.
All right. We hope to enjoy the moment with Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi. That's what Sabul and Fola are saying on the show. We're about to wrap up the show. Let's just take the story from the ITTF African Championship. Nigeria crash out in a singles event. Nigeria impressive start at the 2025 ITTF African Championship came to a disappointing halt on Tuesday, as all 10 of the country's singles players were knocked out in a dramatic day at the Sao in Rades in Tunisia. After Monday flawless showing, expectations were high for Nigeria's contingent. However, the round of 32 quickly turned sour as several top players are failing to match the tactical precision and composure of the North and Central African opponent. One of the few bright spots came early in day one when 20-year-old Matthew Kuti cruised past Ivory Coast Jean-Pierre Bayala 4 sets 11-7, 11-2, 11-4, 11-8 to reach the round of 16. Also, the women's division offered little respite as Ajoke Ojomo, one of Nigeria's biggest hopes, were beaten for love by Algeria Jade Maurice, who dominated the rallies and controlled the match from start to finish. Team captain Olajide Omotayo provided a glimmer of hope with convincing 4-love victory over South Africa Liam in the round of 32, but later bowed out in the next round to end Nigeria's singles campaign. For that, you have it. We have our team at the ITTF buying out of this competition. What does it say about the ITTF when it comes to Nigerian sport in general?
What does it say about Nigeria?
Yeah.
Abi? It just says something like, okay, Nigeria, when the momentum is always high, Nigerians, don't put your hope, okay, we're going to win everything. That's my own opinion. Every time we support Nigeria, Nigerian teams in, sports generally, that's what they do. You'll be like, we'll win this game, and then we'll get to the game and they disappoint.
It is what it is.
So, but it is what it is. But Nigeria, every time, when you put your hope in them, most of the time, they always disappoint.
All right, let's look at the chart. We're wrapping up the show now. Let's look at the chart for the Under-20 World Champions happening in Chile. We have Argentina against Colombia, and we have Morocco against France. I'm just going to ask you, Samuel Akintunde, what's your prediction for this one? Morocco this year have been doing something fantastic when it comes to their football. You talk about the women's football, you talk about the men's football, be it under 17, under 20. You look at what they did in Chan, you look at what they are doing now. Do you see them, edging out against France tonight? Quickly.
Yeah, of course, Morocco have been the best footballing nation in Africa across all levels. Like you said, even in the women's football, they've been very, very, dominant. They've been doing well. And it also underscores the fact that they are putting more work into sport development, not just football. If you look at other sports, they are also thriving. But football, they've been the best so far in Africa. I expect them to actually get to the final. They've shown determination and they've shown quality. I'm talking about the under-20 boys of Morocco. Because if you look at their group, they defeated giants in that group. They defeated Brazil, 5-time champions of this FIFA Under-20 World Cup. They also defeated Spain. And of course, they defeated United States of America in the quarterfinal on their road to semi. So playing against another tough opponent today, which is, I think they are playing against France.
Yes,
playing against France. Yeah, they are playing against. France also defeated Norway 2-1 in the quarterfinal. France are not pushover. They are also one of the strongest, European teams in this tournament. So I expect Morocco to be a real challenge for them. But if they can defeat Brazil, Spain, and United States of America, they can also defeat France. So I expect them to actually get to the final. I've been rooting for them. I mean, let's have African nation win this tournament. And if there's only one African nation that can do that this year, I think it is Morocco, and that's why they are the only remaining African nation in this tournament. I don't know if I can talk about the ITTF.
Yeah, go ahead quickly, just shortly, go ahead.
Yeah. I think it is sad because tennis, I mean, I say tennis, table tennis used to be one of our strengths, especially in the southern part of the country, southwest, Oyo State, Lagos, Ogun State, Ondo, and all of that. But very sad that some of our strongest players also missed out yesterday. You talk about Joke Ojumo, you talk about Ojumo, you talk about Ati as well. It is very, very sad, but I think it also underscores the fact that we really need to reform that sector. And luckily, they have a new president now. So which of course is the new elected president of the ITTF, and I expect him to actually do something. He's from Oyo State, he's from Ibadan. He's from Ibadan, yes, it's from Oyo State. So I know that he's going to revitalize that sector. Like I said, table tennis is one of our strengths when it comes to sports. So we should not be lagging in that sport. But it is what it is. It also underscores the fact that we really need to put our house in order. We really need to discover and develop talent that will be representing us, be it continental or global stage. But I hope that we are going to get there with the new president now, who of course is also a very passionate person about table tennis. Dr. Sojita is a very passionate. He was a tennis player and is very passionate about table tennis development. So let's just hope that the future is going to be bright for table tennis.
All right. That's all we can take on the show. We hope for the very best for the future of table tennis. I say a big thank you to everyone that joined us on the show this wonderful morning. I say a big thank you to the crew and also the producer. A big thank you to you for that. Thank you for joining us. And Samson Balogun, I'm sure you're going to watch this video. You cannot run, you cannot hide. Yeah, I'm sure you're going to come back tomorrow and talk about the Super Eagles of Nigeria again. That's all we can take. Big thank you to Samuel Akuntunde, City Boy, the multimedia sport journalist himself. Thank you for joining us this wonderful morning. That's all we can take on the show. Have a wonderful day. Bye for now.